Type 1. The Perfectionist, the Organizer, the Critic. Characteristics. Types 1 are conscientious people who attach importance to how things can be done correctly and preferably perfectly. They have a strong inner critic which ensures that they always make an effort to live up to standards and rules rather than to do what they really want to do. This is reflected, among others, in their language, which is characterized by requirement words like should and ought to. Ones are not particularly governed by needs. They take pleasure in doing a good job and they focus on details, order, and structures. Ones have very clear definitions of what is right, what is wrong, and what is acceptable, and arrange their lips neatly when they have smiled or talked, often accompanied by a small nod as if to brush aside any objections. They also have rules for which kind of feelings it's all right to show and which feelings should be concealed: anger, jealousy, or shame. This is reflected in a somewhat stiff body language and tensions in their neck and their jaw. One's contributions. Ones have a well-developed love of order and their moral standards are high. They live in accordance with the motto duty before pleasure, which means that they do a great effort in their work and they do not stop until the job is done. Ones do not give up on any job. One's preferences. Ones prefer clearly defined parameters and plain guidelines so that they will know what is required of them to carry out a job correctly, and as a goal to indicate when the job is done to everyone's satisfaction. Clear procedures and an established agenda bring about security and make the day's work easier. Resources. Persistent. An eye for details. Practical sense. Gets the job done. Change in state of stress. When ones are feeling under pressure or insecure, they gain access to far too many feelings which they conceal in their everyday life. Feeling insecure, they come to think of all the other occasions when they were also unsuccessful. Change in state of security. When ones feel on top and completely resourceful and secure, they start developing a whole lot of ideas. They are fond of planning arrangements or of dreaming about things they would like to do one day. You might be a one if you can recognize the following. You often find a better way of doing things. You often have a strong inner critic which tells you what is right and what is wrong. You go to great lengths to avoid errors and misunderstandings. You have high moral standards. You attach great importance to practical virtues such as work, honesty, endeavor, and competence. You may become a trifle annoyed when others get away with a job too easily done. You may feel anxious when you must make decisions and you speculate about whether you are making the right choice. You have an intuitive sense of how perfect things could be. You feel an inward gratification about finishing something down to the last detail.